We are here today with Dragon Guild, and this is their AMA, so thank you for joining in. Sue and I will be hosting it, and yeah, so just to start it off, if you guys wanted to just give us a little introduction on yourselves and your projects, and then we'll go from there. Oh no, is he on push to talk?
Dragon, are you on? Yeah, are you on push to talk? Mr. J.
I was like, or no one answered. Okay.
There we go. I can see you're off mute.
Probably has to go off and then come back on, like click out of the channel and then come back into the channel. It's really, really weird how Discord does it, especially when we grant permissions.
How about now?
Mr. Henry, are you on here?
I think he's getting us in the chat there. One sec.
Oh, okay.
There's that weird awkward silence I don't like.
Yeah, we need some like hold music.
I was gonna say, while he's doing that, I can touch on the Dragon Guild thing.
Yes,
We really got our fingers in a lot of different things, so he's gonna get into that. It gets pretty technical, and I'm not. It's above my pay grade to talk on that. But as far as the guild goes, I have some pretty strong beliefs on community and how important it is to an NFT project. So we all kind of met in another project and decided to build something better, right? As we saw it. So yeah, so the guild itself is basically trying to build the strongest community possible, a lot like what we're doing here, right? Because I believe that's what the whole thing's about. If we're not hanging out, if we're not like trying to promote each other, lift each other up, right? It's like the rising tide thing, the thing PJ is always on about. Yeah, I believe in that too. I just shut up because my mic sucks. Hopefully it's holding up pretty well, but how am I doing so far?
Doing good.
Amazing.
All right, sorry I get to rambling, but hopefully Jay's about to figure his thing out. So yeah, basically, you know, they are. You got it there?
Yeah, now.
Hey.
We can hear you.
Excellent. Save me. No awkward silence, man. I'll ramble through it, but let's go.
Oh, you're gonna have to keep talking because yeah, I need to go save my voice for when you really need me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sick today. I basically couldn't go, but because of a meeting another guy had to go to, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to man up and get in here. But there's not much left of my voice, so Formal Cup has to do most of the heavy lifting for me. So
no
just
worries.
keep going
Don't
for
worry
now.
about it.
Did Joe run away right away when I told?
Yeah, no
I'm
worries.
like, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go from there. I mean, yeah, well, as far as the guild goes, like I said, we have our hands in a lot of different places. Hopefully he's about to touch on that. So we have a relation to a casino and a metaverse that we are building as well. So a lot of that is also being built without us really doing the work to build it, which is great, right? So
Yeah.
we can try to put our fingers into other pies and increase, you know, all the stuff coming to the holders, right? Because that's who we're here for. So,
Fama, do you guys have links? Do you guys have links to everything too that we could share while we're doing this?
yeah, I will definitely put them in there. And it's kind of funny because you know how we're in a bunch of different Discords and stuff. It's a bit the same over there. We have the casino, right? We have our partner, and then we have the metaverse Discord itself. So we're kind of spread across 4 at the moment, which, you know, hopefully we get that a little more sort of like streamlined. But yeah, I will definitely drop some of that stuff.
Is there like is the guild like are you guys like what phase are you guys actually in the guild right now? I'd say you guys are very early, right? So this is like considered the seed
it's pretty
phase.
early. The casino is actually live already. It's been running for, I want to say 2 months. You can check it out. It's called Gamble Stakes. I will.
Gamble Stakes?
Yeah.
Is it gamblestakes.com.io?
I will have to look if you give me a second. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to.
Definitely don't want to send you to the wrong one, right?
Damn it. Oh, am I in a restricted region? Due to legal reasons, you can't. Motherfucker! I didn't even think about
Oh
that.
yeah. Well,
We
it's kind of
usually
nice to have
we
the
usually
VPN.
yeah, we usually tell people that Norway is a pretty nice place to have vacation when you want to gamble.
Yep. Yeah. I love visiting Norway. I got a little, it's pretty easy to do.
You come visit me. I'm actually in Norway, so
Oh, are you? Really?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I'm actually visiting that way in about 6 months. I'll be in Europe. Norway is one of the places that we're staying. What part of?
Nice.
Yeah, if you don't mind me asking, what part of Norway?
I'm pretty close to Bergen, if you know where that is.
No fucking clue where that is, but
No,
I bet it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is, but it's cold in winter, so.
Of course. Yeah, winter is cold. But it's all good. So you guys are a guild, right? You guys are operating as a guild, correct, FOMO?
Yeah, the thing is we had a bit of a partnership with Metaverse, and we were forming a guild within there. But we always had it to where our own guild, we look after our people, right? So
Yeah.
things weren't necessarily, like full disclosure, things weren't going the way we liked. So if you go look at what we're building now, it's called Unreal Kingdoms, which they build live. I mean, the work they're doing, the pace that they're going at, it's incredible. You'll appreciate it with all the stuff that you do, but you should check it out. Yeah. Essentially the guild is, bigger than anything that we're in, right? That's how we're trying to build it, kind of like monks, right? We got our fingers in a lot of pies, but the idea is that it all comes back to the central entity. So that's it's similar in that way.
Yeah. How much have you guys raised already? Or how much does the guild have in trust, basically? Like, how much are you guys managing so far? Do you know? Is that something I can ask? Sorry, I didn't know if I was able to ask that question.
You can definitely ask. I don't know if Jay wants to touch on the technical stuff. I mean,
What is the question? I have to ask.
Yeah, how much have you guys raised so far as a guild?
I'm not sure on exact numbers, but I'm guessing somewhere in the $500,000 region.
Okay, yeah, so you guys have done pretty well.
Yeah.
So you guys are investing in opportunities, but you guys are also creating things as well, right?
Yeah. So basically, at a casino, we're an investor, right? We don't deal with the day-to-day at all on the casino. We have our partners that knows that stuff, so they deal with everything. And on the metaverse, on the other hand, that's where we're more partners and kind of build it together. And that they have the developers that do the work, but we come in with our how we want it built, and we're more on the idea side, and they're more on the actual development side of that space. And yeah, like FOMO said, like we're building the metaverse live on Discord, so people can actually come in and watch what we're doing in real time. And that's actually one of the demands we put to our developers, that they have to share screen of their work minimum amount of hours every week to show people what they're doing and where we are at. So everyone can kind of feel like they're part of what they're doing, and they can see that we're actually doing what we say we're doing.
Yeah, that's sick. But that's crazy. So your developers are actually online when they're actually developing. You can actually go into the server and watch them develop, huh? That's nuts.
Yeah, not all the time.
Not all the time.
Some things have to. Yeah, but yeah, they have to, like, I think it's at least 12 hours each week. Each and every one of them has to be online streaming on Discord to get paid.
So how I'm trying to think, how do people contribute to the project, and how does the membership work with your guys' guild?
Basically, contributing to the project was buying an NFT that was a membership pass into Dragon Guild, and from there, when you have that, you're a member, and you also get all the perks that comes from being a member, which is marketing pool rewards from the casino, marketing pool rewards from whatever profits come from the metaverse down the line, and also every single NFT also get a land inside the metaverse. Plus a lot of other stuff that's also going to come down the line.
Yeah. So are you guys having any other mints that like allow you guys to add more members to the guild, or is it pretty limited? And how many have you minted so far?
So far we minted 2,900. The plan is to go to 8,888.
8,800? Is the collection still minting right now, or are you guys going to do later mints?
We're going to do later mints.
Gotcha.
We don't want to flood the pool too much in the beginning. We want to do some batches as we grow, as the demands grow. We don't want to water out the supply and make membership not too much too soon can ruin things, right? So we don't want to do that.
Not just that, but once you show the proof of what you're doing, right, it's going to be a lot easier.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, we started minting in June, so it's basically in the middle of the bear market. So it was a difficult time to do the minting. We're happy with the result that we managed to get through.
But it was what? It was 0.2, I think, at the time that we sold the 2,900 at. So it wasn't like a small amount.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah, between 0.2 and 0.28, depending on where each was at the time.
So what other kinds of things are you guys looking at? So you've got the casino stuff that you guys have invested in, and then you guys are developing a metaverse. Your NFTs have land plus other things that are coming down. What other kinds of things are you guys actually looking to do and looking to build?
For now, we're kind of focused on that part of it, the metaverse. It takes a lot of resources, it takes a lot of time. But we always want to keep our eyes open, right, for what opportunities is there, what we can get into in a good risk versus reward. What that will be, hard to say, right? But good partnerships and we're always willing to talk to anyone to see what they have to offer, not being close-minded.
Of course.
Of course, a lot of this stuff is going to like flywheel in. The casino's been open for like 2 months, so it's getting off the ground and all that. So as that gets bigger, right, that's going to lead to more of the metaverse stuff, and as we get more people in, communities that we're talking to and stuff, that's going to obviously lead to more opportunities too. So
sorry about that.
Yeah,
my Discord drugged me. Literally, I don't know what, dude. It just. Sorry about that, guys. What do you guys prefer? So, like, what are you thinking this is going to lead into, especially with all the crazy stuff going on in the world? Like, NFTs are way down. Sam Bankman-Fried's basically fucked the whole entire centralized finance game. But like, what you guys as a guild, like, what do you see the opportunity, and where do you see that coming from? And what are the kinds of things that you guys have been looking into? Just wondering, because I know you guys are focused on your game. Are you guys speculating that NFT markets at all? Are you guys thinking that that's going to change at all? Have you guys done anything to, I don't know. Have you guys?
I can touch on this if you want. Me personally, I'm trying to be everywhere in the space, right? Like, I lurk on all you guys. If anyone pays attention, you see me lurking everywhere. So to me, yeah, I think that a lot of this is turning around. I mean, I'm self-taught, man. I'm having the best time of my life in this space. Like, in a down market or not, like, I'm going to keep learning, getting better, and like, the opportunities are going to come around. A lot of the things, the connections we're making right now are the ones that are going to propel us forward, whether that be monks or the guild, So it's kind of like with us, right? You can't say exactly where it's going because we don't know where the space is going. But the idea is to be nimble, to work together, right? And to succeed, man. Like, get your fingers in those pies. A lot of those things that we're working on, the metaverse, the casino, we don't really like have to put in work there. So we can focus on looking in other places, whether we have that built in already or not. That's the idea, right?
Yep. Absolutely. So, I mean, I guess that's a good way of putting it too. I mean, it's like, right now is kind of the time where we're at that point of capitulation. It may get a lot worse. Who knows, right? That's the same reason I do it too. I'm not trying to take anything out of it. I'm just trying to build more in the space, right? Yeah, FOMO, I know how you are. I mean, yeah.
I get that vibe. I get that vibe from you. The thing is like we come from different worlds, right? Like I'm a street rat from way back, and like I heard you say how you were like a C student, like where you come from, and I'm like, to me, a lot of people that come from some sort of means aren't really like the kind of people that push through or self-taught. So like just between like I'm impressed by you, dude. But yeah, I see us as sort of like kindred spirits out here. I want everyone to win. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to make everyone win all the time. It's a lot of pressure and shit, right? But at the same time, like that's the beauty, man. That's the reason I'm doing any of this shit, NFTs, life, any of it, bro. I adopted kids. I'm fucking like if you're my friend, we're friends to the end. Like we're in this shit. I'm in Monks. I'm in the guild. Like I give my all to this shit because I believe the community is the real shit. You know, like everything that we're doing is only for love of each other, right? Otherwise, I don't give a fuck how corny that sounds. I really don't.
Yeah. No, it's true. Like I come on here because I care about everybody that's a part of the group, right? And I know
I get that vibe, bro.
So, I mean, with what you guys are doing at Dragon Guild, though, you guys have a focus. I mean, like here we have a focus too. You know what I mean? And so, what's interesting is like actually, can I touch base on just the gamble stakes real quick? How many games do you guys got running? Yeah, what's the idea there? Like, are you guys gonna have multiple games running on gamble stakes? I can't see it right now. I'm not gonna pop open the VPN real quick. But
yeah, we got basically every game there is, like every provider. Really? I think at this point, yeah. And if it's not done there now, it should be soon. So it's a big casino. It's going like we're not doing it halfway. We're going full on with it. Like it's every provider, everything we can get will be on there.
Gotcha. Sick. Okay, so there's a bunch of games on here. I can't see it. I gotta hop to the. Let me see. I was gonna try to run through this and see if I can get in there, but I'm getting geo blocked on here. So
see if I can get in and see if there's a number. I have VPN on, and I'm actually VPNing out of Norway, so I have to
go out of Norway back into Norway, huh?
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, this looks dope. So you guys got slot machines, you got cards. This looks really dope.
Yeah, there's table games, there's slot machines, and there's it's everything that you basically could find in any casino.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with my Express VPN there, but I couldn't even get off it.
Does it say stake up in the top left? Is that it? I'm looking at. Oh, that's just stake.com. Never mind. Gamble stakes.
That's gamblestakes.com.
Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's pretty dope. Did they build this all in Unity or is this web? This looks really good.
Yeah, this is just the Web 2 version. And as the casino is ready, we will also put it in the Web 3. And we actually are working on doing that very quick because we have some pending patents for while basically gambling in Web 3 that we need to get done.
Really?
So that's going to be a focus coming up right now. Is basically getting everything done, getting it inside, and then getting the patent finalized for gambling in Web 3.
Yeah, this is really cool. So you guys are focusing again. I think I already asked this like a few times, but I didn't want to harp too much on the gambling side of things. But what else are you guys doing as a community?
Well, right now we're kind of focused. You can take it, Joe. Sound like you have something to say.
Oh, I was just sorry, having a mic issue. One second.
Yeah, no worries. I'm trying to find the Dragon Guild website too. It's Dragon Guild, right? You guys have a website,
right? Dragon Guild.
So a lot of what we're building out. If you look at our partner is Cake Cyber Ape Yacht Club. There's a lot of stuff that they're building out. I mean, they have patents for Web3 streaming, gambling. So if there's gambling that becomes available, say in a metaverse casino, or I mean, there's a lot of patents. There's so much stuff going on, to be honest with you. The technical, I can't really say, but there are a ton of things that are sort of like, as this thing progresses forward, right? As metaverses get bigger, as we see it, there's a lot more stuff that we can really get into.
So there's
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Sorry, I just had a question. Do you have, besides casino, do you guys have any long-term ideas that besides casino, or is it just this is your main focus for now?
basically casino is not a focus for us at all anymore because it's up and running and it's kind of running itself. So we don't have to focus on it at all. Our main focus right now is on the metaverse that we're building and making sure that we're basically building the story, the gameplay, and making sure that the community has some more fun and rewarding to hang out. That's not in a Discord server. So that's where our main focus is at the moment. And what that will bring with it, we don't know yet, but there are some good conversations coming in already, even though we're very early on the metaverse. So I think there's going to be a lot of options for us to move on to other stuff and to, well, basically get even more revenue coming in on different sides coming down the road.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too. It's a revenue stream. It's not really our main focus. In fact, we don't really have to focus on it at all, except for to keep track of what it's supposed to be doing. I would say, like he said, our main focus is the metaverse. That's where the guild, that we're building. It's got to operate somewhere, right? So that's the focus right now. But even that, as that gets built out, right? I mean, it's all about growing and supporting the guild. That's what we're about. So I don't really want it mixed up. The idea is that it's about community for us. That's kind of what we're all built on. Anything that we're into is all to facilitate that. That is the goal, not the casino.
Thank you. Do you guys have a vision of what the metaverse, your guys' metaverse, you want it to look like? Because you guys are just starting it. Do you have an idea of what you want it to look like? Because you're saying community, are you like thinking bringing in other communities that'll work with the guild, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, absolutely. We're trying to bring other communities into it. In fact, that's like one of our main focuses in the down market, right? Like the metaverse will only be as strong as the people in it, just like a community, right? So the more users, the more strength that it has. So like he said, that a lot of that is being built out live, right? So you can watch it and see for yourself. And I'll just say that me personally, right? Like I'm just impressed with how far it's come. You can come in there and like compare it to any metaverse you've seen. I dare you. Like it's shocking to me, like in such a short amount of time, how far it's all come, how good it all looks. I can't say all the technical stuff, but we have people who can break it down. Like I said, you can watch it, right? So you can make your own judgment.
Yeah, we do have some really good developers, and the main guy at our partners, Cyber API Club, they also, well, that guy is basically, he's a coder. That's what it's been his whole life, and he knows everyone in that space. So he just picks the best coders for us, and he get them to work for him for prices that's probably absurd. And we are kind of lucky with people that we have surrounding us, helping us out. We wouldn't be able to do everything we are doing without the great people we have around us, for sure.
Yeah, it definitely makes up a majority of how things get done. It's been really, really trying times too. Have you guys noticed anything in your guild? Or we, just wondering, trying to bring it back into like current situations, but have you guys been impacted by any of the stuff going on?
Not really.
Oh.
I haven't heard anyone in our community actually complain about losing money with
That's good.
with FTX thing going on. We try to teach them to hold your own crypto, have it on Ledger, and hopefully they listen.
Yeah.
But it's hard, like we always preach it, but at the same time, if you follow my transactions, you will see that I sometimes do have some money on a Binance or something too, right? It's just lazy, and you want to maybe
Got it
stake a
wrong.
coin that you don't. Yeah, they want to stake a coin somewhere, and you're like, it's probably gonna be fine. But yeah, it's dumb, but it's also laziness, and it's just, well, hopefully it won't keep happening. But I think we all realize now it will keep happening, and we just have to be better at keeping our own coins and just taking responsibility for our own money in this space.
We've got our own Chinter over there too, side hustle. I think Missy's talked to him in the chat before about some MMA fights, but he's a really good dude. He hasn't talked too much in here, but really good dude in the space.
Yeah,
Of course.
absolutely. Side hustle is he's a godsend for us. He's taught us everything we need to know.
As far as the community too, what you asked, we're tight, right? We formed this thing like to be tight, so it's natural that people will need money along the way, and we help them out like the best we can to facilitate that, right? But generally, everyone's holding, what is our floor price is about 1.16, I think. It's been holding up well, like people have an idea of what's coming, right? So
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's great. I mean, so when you guys get the casino done, when the casino's finished, are you guys going to start building other things? Is there other markets that you guys want to get into?
there's so many things like in the metaverse, right? So
Okay, yeah.
whether that be the streaming, whether that be Web3 casino versus the Web2. And to be honest with you, like I said before, a lot of the stuff you just don't know what the opportunities are going to be. It's like very weird in the market right now, as we know, right? So it's partly just about positioning, the same as what monks are doing. You position yourself, and you just want to be ready when the opportunity presents itself, right? So yeah, I mean, part of the good thing about all these things handling themselves and flywheeling is we don't really have to like focus on that. We can look for those opportunities. So that's a lot right now. We're trying to get more people into the metaverse, and once they see what all's being built, it's sort of like takes care of itself. You don't stop building, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And also a good thing about casino is, even though it feels kind of cynical to say it, but people aren't going to stop gambling because it's a down market. If the market's going up and down, people are still going to gamble and still going to lose some money. So that part of it is kind of pretty safe, right?
Well, yeah. So it's gaming, it's alcohol, and oh god, what was the other one? Divorce lawyers. Those are all safe bets in a down market, right? Like those are, yeah. So yeah, gaming's one of them. It's gaming, alcohol, or any kind of drugs, as well as divorce lawyers, and I forget what else. There's a slew of them that are kind of funny. They're hedges against a down market, right?
Way to bring me down, PJ. Good shit.
Hey, I'm just saying that's when it happens.
I'm just fucking with you.
It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. But no, I mean, well, gaming is just because people tend to go to gaming as backup, right? And usually gaming, especially in decentralized worlds, is a numbers game of how many people you have, not how much they bring to the table, right? Like you're going to have some whales, but you're going to just have a lot of really, really small players all over the place, right? So gaming doesn't go anywhere. I would say, I'm just, thinking out loud too. Like, well, actually, let me ask you this. Like, what do you guys do normally with other guilds? Do you guys partner with other guilds, or do you guys work exclusively? Like, how does that work?
We haven't been focused on that too much up until this point, but we have been spreading out lately, trying to get people into basically integrate them into the story mode of what we're doing in the metaverse. We have some options there. We have a team set up to build a huge story for the Dragon Guild side of the metaverse. And it's just all the details they're putting in and stuff. It's just insane. So it's going to be a lot of fun to implement that into the game. And also bringing other communities in on that to basically make them part of what we're doing. So that's gonna be fun.
Is there any kind of like culture that you guys aspire to have over there?
I'm not sure I understand the question. Sorry.
Like, yeah, are you guys trying to like reach out to a certain type of individuals? Is it mostly like you're just focusing on gaming or the community? Yeah,
No, basically, as long as the focus is on the community first, that's all we care about. As long as that, instead of seeing it as a payday for themselves, to see it as this can help the community. As long as that's the vision, that's their main focus, then we're gonna do whatever we can to help them.
yeah. What about other members of the group? Like, is most of your community like where you guys? Do you know what your demographics are, or where most of your community resides?
I just have to assume it's in the U.S.
Well, we know a lot of them from various other communities too, so we do have a hold on it. There's certainly people that want to like make businesses in the metaverse and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And we're like part of having that built in the guild, right? Is like there's people to automatically support your business if you're going to build it in a metaverse setting. Yeah, it's not about like taking really. It's all about like trying to support each other so we all grow together, right? Hopefully, people do have their own ambitions and we can support those. At least that's my thinking.
No, that's definitely the case here. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. It's like, are you guys looking for more people to just support or spread the word? Are you guys trying to create like brand ambassadors, or are you guys looking for more investors? Obviously, people to come
Well, we're
in.
definitely going to mint some more, right? And with the metaverse thing, it's good for people to be into it. And just speaking for myself, right? I sort of set this thing up is like I'm into the slow burn thing of it. Cloud's known me for a while over with Ethan and stuff. It's like I just love good communities, right? Like whether it's artists, whether it's good people trying to build the thing, it's like to me, the more of us that connect and meet each other in the space and look out for each other, like whether we're in Monks or we're in another thing, it's like the people that are still building now, the people that are still here, is the people who can support each other when I believe the thing does turn around. Like that's, I mean, I don't know if I'm pie in the sky, right? But that's how I think of it personally.
No, that's exactly how I think of it too, right? Like that's obviously we're trying to make as many connections with people who are going to hang through these tough times and try to keep making this stuff work, and that's what's really, really important. So, yeah, as I say, what's always best though too is if we have like a link to the channel, we could post it in here, and I think we already do, right? It's the Unreal Kingdom, right? Is it that one?
Ours is Dragon Guild. The Unreal Kingdom is. Yeah, the Unreal Kingdom is pretty new. That's the Metaverse Discord I put in there. But just so like, it's all, you can look at it. We're transparent about it all, right?
Yeah. No, I just joined in there, so I just hopped in. Sick. Okay, cool. How often are you guys doing events? I mean, you guys are obviously on there doing the programming pretty often, right? Are you guys doing stuff to stay like in front of the community a lot? Because we do a lot of that here. I'd love to get some more in here. It's just a lot of it is it's all community kind of driven right now, but I think there's a lot to be shared and a lot to be gained.
Yeah, I love all the stuff that like the way that you do it in here, keeping everyone involved, right? I'm sorry, give me 1 second.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but keeping everyone involved with all these events is great, right? Because you're keeping them around. It's like that's kind of my view on it too. You just as long as we're hanging out together, we're friends, right? Like everyone in here, I feel like we sort of know each other. We're all like looking out for each other, regardless of what the market is. We're looking out for each other, right? So building, growing, propping each other up like the best we can. Yeah, getting to that point together, right? Positioning, really, like learning. To me, like learning is the best thing to do during this time.
Yeah, I was gonna say the thing that I think that at least with Discord, like you get the ability to talk to the people who are making decisions and who are leading stuff, and you get direct interaction, right? Like that's one of the benefits of this. And so even though you get smaller groups on Discord, it's better than having the dictated conversations that are happening on Twitter, right? But are you guys doing a lot of like extra marketing outside of Discord, and are you guys pushing to grow the base still, or is it all pretty set? Like most of this stuff happens organically, right?
Yeah, we're mostly focused on the organic growth at the moment because putting a lot of money into marketing in this market just feels like waste of time and money, basically, that we could rather spend on development instead of trying to push a message that no one will read, right?
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, it's it's. I don't know how that would actually work too well. That's what I was gonna say. It's gonna be tough for the next couple weeks here, at least the next couple weeks, probably a couple months.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of factors in systemic risk that are kind of coming into the fold right now, which are having an impact. But the one thing is like most of the people here, and you guys probably feel the same way. Obviously, FOMO, I know you do, right? Like we're all trying to contribute to the space as a whole, right? And even though there's very little that some of us can contribute at times, just the fact that we show up and support each other is really important too, right? So the more, there's a thing called Metcalfe's law. Do you guys know what Metcalfe's law is?
Oh yeah. There's a guy I know that goes off about that constantly to me.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. It's the value of the network is the number of relationships in it, right? And that's something that actually came from Pac Bell, which is the telephone company that pioneered, the telephone operators here in the United States, right? Old bronze and copper wire phones. But yeah, so that's kind of what I see happening now. And it's going to be less connections being made right now, but those connections are going to be a lot more powerful and a lot stronger, right? We just have to survive, and we have to be very strategic about how we go about doing this. And we have to align ourselves, right? You have to have really good alignment with
Absolutely. That's kind of what we're doing in the metaverse too, right? It's like things are down, but the build's going, like it's getting better. So, all the connections that you make, like me personally, um, a lot of what you guys do is like way over my head, right? Like I can't do any of the technical stuff, but one thing I can do, and you talk about like being of value to the communities you're in, is to sort of get that slow burn, those connections. Like you meet each other, you meet other good people. I know good people here, good people there. It's like it's weird to just introduce them off the cuff, right? They have nothing to talk about. But in the natural course of time, it's easy to sort of like just let people meet, semi naturally, and
so
let them sort of hit it off on their own. But yeah, there's big things happening all the time. I try to stay as active as I can, as many places as I can where people are really doing shit because
yeah.
we're all in it together, really.
So what I was going to say too is like how do we as monks contribute to what you guys have going on?
See, I was thinking about this, and we got the Elysium MetaGuides thing, and we got the map thing. So I don't really know how the metaverse thing really works, but I mean, for what we're trying to do and just get like more people there. I mean, there could be something there. I'm not really sure how it plays. Y'all are the technical ones, you know what I mean? I'm not sure how the casino thing plays, and certainly we're gonna mint more, but in a way, it's almost just hello, like here we are. Here's what we're doing. It's awareness, right?
Hell
We're
yeah.
actually, we're
And in a
actually
way,
building.
I won't. Sorry, I'll finish real quick. And it's also about for me the guild meeting you because I'm like that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Sorry, I
We're
wasn't trying. No, sorry, Jay. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Sorry. I was just gonna quickly explain that we're also doing on to this point about connecting different communities. We're actually building a village of some sort inside the metaverse to try to basically build like a community inside a community, right? Where there will be a lot easier for different projects to physically walk between other projects and see what they're doing and see what they're about, and that way get new eyes and on what they're doing. And that's been a lot of my focus recently, talking to different projects about how they want to do that, what they would need to really get out there what they want to get out there, and what we can build for them. So if that's something that would be interesting for you guys, we'd absolutely look into that. And it's not like we're not charging a premium on this. We just want to make sure we can get as many projects as possible, as many good communities as possible to come in and be a part of it. So this is basically something we do for basically the cost of building it and dev cost.
I'm so personally I'm so personally invested in some of these, like, there's a guy in particular who I've been around for a year now in the NFT space, and he wants to make a business in the metaverse, and like I'm personally invested in that shit, man. I want him to succeed, like really good young guy, like in the space trying to make his way and shit. Like I'm just like that, man. If anyone's like trying to do their personal thing, trying to like make any of their stuff, like that's how I see the guild. That's the whole reason I'm there, like Jay and I became friends because like the way I am in the space. So that's how I'm going to be, like, regardless, right? We're trying to help guild members.
Yeah, definitely. So I would love to obviously continue down the conversation of what you guys are doing. I'm really, really interested in gamblestakes.com. I'm interested because Splinterlands actually tried to do this. Like they wanted to create a gaming platform that they were going to launch. And we pulled the plug on it because we didn't have enough devs. And so I was thinking, like, fuck, these guys got a dope little setup. But yeah, I would love to, so it's not just monks, right? Like Splinterlands, I work there. And, they have another really, really huge community. It's about 200,000 people. And so they have a guild section, which you guys might want to check out. Anytime that new guilds come in, they'll usually do an interview with them on our town halls. And there'll be our town halls do anywhere from like 1,000 to 2,000 people across all different platforms, but usually about 200 or 300 people during the normal like Discord channel chat. So it may be worth looking into. I don't know, but I think FOMO, you were on a lot of our Splinterland stuff too originally, and in the group while we were trying to get all that stuff off the ground. But yeah, I mean, this is like, again, there's a lot of connectivity that goes on, and there's a lot of like relationship building, especially right now with the way the market is. So as always, like you guys are more than welcome to come in here, Jay, and give us updates. Like we love hearing about projects and new things that are happening. I know your voice probably hurts, and I don't mean to keep dragging you down on making you talk, but it's very, very helpful when we have people who are part of these projects coming back in and giving us updates. Because especially right now, you'll probably see a lot of like static groups where like a lot of people don't leave, or at least their attention is very, very focused in, and we've kind of noticed that with our outreach. But yeah, I think it would be great to have you guys come back in here and just kind of give us like a decent amount of updates too. Like it would be really, really
in a real way. That's kind of what I was going for, because we're building too, right? You guys are building, but in a little bit, it's like this is what I'm up to. This is something that I'm involved with. So yeah, it's like just awareness from both sides, right? You never know where it goes.
No, that's pretty much what it is. But yeah, so like, do you guys have any other big things happening that are going to be popping up soon, or any kind of events that are coming up where we can be involved?
I'm not sure if we have anything on the docket right this second, but I mean, you can be guaranteed that like I'll keep you abreast, man. If you want to be, I'm very weird about shilling, right? I don't want people to think I'm trying to push a bag or anything like that. Like
No, not at all.
I'm for the love of it, right? So if people want to know, it's like me sharing the poker games. It's like I don't want to step on anyone's toes and make anyone leave if there's an event that people want people to attend. I'm just saying, like, this is a way for you to, it's just something to look at, man. Like I'm just trying to strike up a conversation and keep the hilarity going.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's probably the best way to keep this kind of rolling. Like we could literally just, keep updates and keep everything kind of, I would say, very promotional. Like there's nothing wrong with that.
I kind of see that as my entire job in the space, to be honest with you. Like just trying to say, hey, you're interesting and they're interesting. Maybe y'all should hook up, and then I try to like duck out of the way, like the fucking,
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So again, like, we're always looking for new opportunities too. I mean, that's what this community is here for. We're in the process of trying to convert over some existing IP from Elysian Metagods. so that we can set up our own battle and voting system. And basically, Jay, all we're trying to do is set up a smart contract that allows our NFTs to battle for control of the DAO. So the DAO has money in it. Like it's where we don't really spend a whole lot of the money right now as we go through this really, really kind of fucked up market. But slowly but surely, we're getting there as well. Probably haven't had as much success in getting some of the tech done, but I love what you guys are doing. I love the fact that you guys are doing this the same, very similarly to how we're doing it. We don't really call ourselves a guild, but it sure feels like one. And I think basically all of our, I would say all of our ideologies and our incentives are aligned. Same with yours. So, I mean, if it helps, it would definitely be good to kind of cross paths every once in a while and to have you guys in here, give us updates. And then also, I mean, there's a lot of different things that happen in here. We have a really good education crew run by Convoy, who's done a lot of work on different products and just kind of kept everything kind of pulsing through our group. And then you guys already know Brendan Chinter. But, a lot of these people are really well rooted in a lot of groups, just like FOMO, right? And Cloud and a couple others on here. There's probably a lot that we could share. So, we focused actually originally when we started, we were doing a lot of like DeFi market making, which is really weird. And we got into DeFi really early on, but we've done a lot of different things in here too. We've focused on project management, focused on Agile, Scrum, which was good because we were trying to get people in the Web3 that weren't engineers. And then we did credit, basic finances. Eli's come in here and taught, I don't know how many things you taught now, Eli, probably like 6 or 7 courses on the legal aspects of crypto, how DAO creation works, DAO formation. So we try to at least educate everybody and keep them up to date with things that are happening about even forming their own businesses and how to get into Web3. But, if ever the case, we'd love to come in your guys' group and just kind of share what we do too, if that's possible.
Yeah, for sure. I think those things are really great. I've tried to get people to listen to that. And I even did a little class in here on personal finance thing, just because I like the idea of sharing, right? And it's like we're all trying to pick each other up. So, yeah, I mean.
Yeah, you gave us that gangster ass breakdown on how to reinvest in yourself and do 401ks and IRAs. Yeah, that was dope.
Oh, no, you were there for that one, but I don't think you heard the one that I actually did. It was just a personal finance thing. It's like Choose FI, like 401k, like that stuff's a little sort of like basically I was sort of like touching on a lot of shit about how to get free because I don't like bosses. So
yeah, I feel you. Yeah, so if you guys are up for it, man, I'd love to come share what we have going on and just kind of give you guys some more exposure too.
I'm sure I could facilitate that, because I'm in both all the time. So I'm sure I could. I don't want to speak for Jay, obviously, but I'd imagine that's doable.
You have to.
Even the market making thing, just the market making thing alone. Sorry to interrupt, but the market making thing alone, to be honest, that's what caught my eye. I'm like, oh shit, this guy's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to say that thank you for your time. I can't continue anymore. My voice is just killing me. Hopefully Joe got it. If it's any more questions. And PJ, I added you as a friend so we can keep the discussions going. And thank you guys so much. And see you later.
All right, man. I got it. Yeah, I got your friend request, Jay. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it.
Thanks for popping in, Jay. Appreciate you. I wasn't completely left hanging, bro.